All right, thanks. We have more details now on some of those major changes coming to one of the busiest sections of highway in the state.
Yeah, that's the Washington Bridge project on 195 West, and that project kicks off today. It will cause travel delays, no doubt, for people driving through the area.
Let's check in with KAYLA Fish. She's monitoring the scene there to let us know if we're seeing any delays, although it doesn't look like that in the live camera. Here's KAYLA with more.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, everything seems to be smooth sailing here this morning, and we're right near the Taunton Avenue on-ramp for 195 West. We're here in East Providence, and this is the area that RIDOT tells us we'll start to see some of the biggest changes and the biggest delays. That's because starting tonight at 9 p.m., RIDOT tells us that all 4 lanes of traffic on I-195 West in this area will be narrowed and shifted to the right so that crews can begin to work to rebuild the Washington Bridge, which RIDOT says is one of the most structurally deficient in the state. They'll also be reducing lanes on the Taunton Avenue, Veterans Memorial Parkway, and Warren Avenue on-ramps for those entering west. Now, all of this means a longer commute for 195 westbound travelers during the morning and afternoon rush hours. So DOT Director Peter ALVITI is asking drivers to be patient.
We ask that everybody give themselves a little bit more time on Monday to get to work. After a couple of days, we expect that people getting used to the new pattern, it'll begin to mitigate somewhat the congestion that's caused. There'll be some minor congestion after that.
Now, again, I just heard back from a spokesperson for the Department of Transportation who tells me that work will begin on this project starting at 9 p.m. tonight. So your commute both to and from work today shouldn't really be impacted too much. But this is the first phase of a long project that'll take about 4 years to complete. ALVITI says it's expected to be all finished by summer of 2026. We're live in East Providence this morning. I'm KAYLA Fish, 12 News.
But we do have a major construction project expected to begin today on 195. So for more details on what to expect, let's head to 12 News reporter KAYLA Fish, who's live with more.
Hey, good morning, Melissa. Yeah, that's right. We've been live here near the Taunton Avenue on-ramp for 195 West for about 4 hours now, and we've watched as the morning has gone on. There has been more and more activity on the roadway, but if you take a look behind me, traffic is moving freely. No big problems to report here. This is actually one of the busiest sections of highway in the state. RIDOT tells us 96,000 vehicles travel westbound over the Washington Bridge every day, and it's going to start looking a bit more congested soon. That's because starting tonight at 9 p.m., 4 lanes of westbound traffic on I-195 West over the Washington Bridge will be shifted to the right. The construction will run from the Broadway interchange in East Providence to the South Main Street exit in Providence. The on-ramp from Taunton Avenue, Veterans Memorial Parkway, and Warren Avenue will also all be reduced down to 1 lane instead of 2. This all means drivers can expect some increased delays, especially during the morning and evening rush hours once that work gets underway. RIDOT is asking drivers to plan ahead and give themselves some extra time or seek an alternate route. And it's also RIDOT can repair one of the most structurally deficient bridges in the state.
We're not just going to take a structurally deficient bridge and rebuild it in the same way. We will be rebuilding it in a way that will improve the traffic flow through that area and mitigate a lot of the congestion that people experience every morning coming in from points east.
But in the meantime, ALVITI says drivers should begin to expect delays, especially as those lane shifts begin around 9 p.m. tonight. And these changes will be taking place in this area of the roadway over the next 4 years. ALVITI tells us that the goal is to have this $78 million project complete by summer of 2026. We're live in East Providence this morning. I'm KAYLA Fish, 12 News.